Oh, that's nice.
Okay, did you live?
Huh?
You live.
I'm live. I'm erasing these really quickly just because I've been meaning to do this. I want to see the boys' faces. Fresh. Oh, wait. How did they not go in the trash? Throw them away one at a time? That's dumb. Hello, everyone. All up in my face. What color are my eyes? Doing a few more things to the setup. My setup help that I hired for the day didn't tell me that he was as efficient as he is. I know there's a way to move all of these to the trash at the same time. Ooh, two of me. There we go. There's my beautiful family. I can't see anything at the moment, so bear with me, y'all.
What is it?
I can do it. Let me log in here so I can reply to you guys. So bear with me, y'all.
Hey, Main Scratcher.
What
Hey,
is-
Saminas. Hey, Hook.
Oh, what is my password?
Hey, Rishna.
Karishna, you're gonna like this one. This live because I'm editing with Final Cut Pro.
Great, now you can see your comments.
Oh, could you tell me my hair look this tore up?
Your hair is beautiful, just like you are always.
I need my wine cork holder, please.
Wine cork oil.
Yeah. I need to prop this up here. We're running out of propping materials, you guys. So, I'm going to be using, oh, look like I'm left-handed. Okay, comments are coming on here. That's delayed.
It is slightly delayed.
So I can punch you now and I'll punch you later.
Did you see that one?
They're the cutest boys. I've been watching all your videos. I told you the other night I came from Just Femme. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. My hair looks nice. This is what happens when you wash it. I had it up earlier and then I put it down. You guys can't see my face, though. You can see my hair. Okay. I kind of don't like that, but we really need to be focusing right here because this is where magic will be happening, okay? Oh, I need to water the succulents. I should just, like, shove them outside for a little bit, huh? It's raining out here, you guys. So, Tuesday, March 5th. Wow, it's already the 5th. Tuesday.
5th of the month. Wake up, wake up. It's the 5th of the month.
I'm sorry, the entertainment is just only for a little bit, you guys. I can't afford him. He's just for a little bit. He's too expensive. March 5th, it is 12:33 p.m. Silas is napping. The twins are sleeping. No, the twins are at school. And Ryan's gonna be working from home. We actually just got back from the office a few minutes ago. He has more work to do, but he did this little setup for me. So before we go too far into it, let's just start this, okay? So I have a MacBook Air. If you guys have seen how I started my YouTube channel blog that I have. But it tells you the details of, yes, Hokimala, I have a MacBook Air. It's so tiny it fits in my purse. And then this mouse, and then a hard drive. That is all that I have. Oh, and then my phone that is being used up there right
Which you're currently recording on. An iPhone XS Max.
now. Okay. So I'll plug this in. Oh, the blue went away. There we go.
So that's your hard drive. Got a solid state hard drive there.
There we go. So there's a hard drive. And then I'm going to get on the www because what happens with my photos that I take, they go on my cloud. And then I got to get them back from the cloud. So let's go to the cloud. So I just pulled up Safari. There's all my analytics and my data, in case you guys are wondering. Let's close that though, because I don't really need it right now. And then I'm gonna go to mine versus Ryan's, but this is my laptop, so it's usually on mine. And then it's probably gonna tell me some thing that it always tells me, that it's slow or whatever.
Can't be accessed right now.
Yeah.
We're sorry, your iCloud can't be accessed.
My eyelashes look good, huh, you guys?
And your eyelash. Look, there's that message. Look,
You guys-
network unavailable. Photos is taking longer to load
Because I clicked on
than
his,
expected.
and then I just reload it and it disappears. I think they say that to be intimidating.
I just think you have a really large iPhoto library. But there they are.
Oh, my selfies I took today, you guys.
There they is.
It took that many tries to get one that I liked. I think this is the one that I posted on my Instagram. This is all I have for today's vlog.
And what's that IG tag?
Roselyn, ROSELYNNXX22. You guys, pretty much I think everybody on here follows me. Guess what I figured out? Only one of you questions. You did? Only one? Really? Oh my word. I remember you telling all your answers here and there in your vlogs, but don't remember them now. What a pity. The whole purpose of that giveaway is to give everybody like a reason to go and catch up on the vlog. So obviously more view times for me, right? And a gift card for you. So, hey, positive vibes. How are you? Okay, so here we are. I'm on my cloud. So what I'm gonna do is, what's this date right here? Okay, that was Sunday.
I'm glad you don't have any compromising photos of me in your iCloud photo library.
Oh yeah, those ones are that is private.
All right, you're on your own, kid.
Love you, thanks, babe. Hey, Normal Life. Let's see. I'm trying to find. Look at the boys' dance party. These are vlogs, like the ones that I'm scrolling down on. So you gotta go through my vlogs to get one. Go through 6 of my vlogs to get what question were you looking for? I can tell you guys, like especially on live, just ask me like what question you're looking for the answer for, and I'll tell you what vlog to go to. That's not cheating. Do you think that's cheating? No? Yeah, I could do that for you guys. Okay, back to work. See what kid will hit me. My morning was not good. Aw, hit him back. No, wait, do not do that. Oh, the club one? That will definitely be in today's vlog. But it won't say like the name of it, but in my background you can see the sign up at the church. They want to know what the club name stands for. And your husband's first car. Okay, the husband's first car, that's the one titled He Almost Died. Hey, I'm so glad you went live. I was bored at work. Hey, Melissa. I'm glad I can keep you entertained. I'm glad you're here. I was actually at work earlier and I joined somebody else's live and my job went by so fast. What are we doing? Star Shine Fashion. That's hard to say. I'm showing you guys how I edit, but we haven't gotten very far yet because I'm running my trap. I'm sorry. That will help you, Rishna. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. Look at the twins! Oh, you guys can't see those, can you? Like this is the twins right here. This is so delayed. Can you guys see this? I just wanted to enjoy the peace and quiet of me not talking. It was kind of nice. Okay. These are all of my thumbnails. Oh my gosh, there's all of our passports and our social security numbers on here. Okay, what was my last vlog I posted up, you guys? My nose is itchy. Uh-huh. You didn't even text me. I'm itchy. I'm trying to find the right day, okay? I think I did the 17th already, yeah. So the 17th was the last day, so I don't know if you guys can see or not, but the date's up here. The 17th is a day that I've already vlogged. Typically what I do is I go ahead and I erase the ones that I've already used, just because iCloud is very picky about its space. So if you click on one and then you put shift, it highlights the ones like for that day. So I'm gonna erase all of them. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. I need one in here because the boys are answering questions. Yeah, I'll undo that one. And I'm gonna erase the rest. Was this the one that I already vlogged? Thank you, that helps a lot. So that was the day we were going to my friend's house. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, Main Scratcher, that you're lost. I'm trying to figure it out. Hi, Jackie. Okay, I'm going to be editing a video just from scratch. This is how I do it. So I'm on my iCloud, and I'm going to take these pictures from the iCloud and I'm going to put them on my downloads, okay? So I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to download it, and you can see with the blue. I'm going to use this one. So this is the effort it takes for me to put up one video. I try to make sure that one is done downloading first before I download another one. Otherwise, they go out of chronological order. It's taking a while on this one. Perhaps I should have done this already, but I wanted you guys to see. I don't know. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna wait until, so this one is actually portrait and I record in landscape, but I'm gonna go ahead and download that one also because there's a way to switch it to portrait, and sometimes it's helpful and it works so you don't lose like a footage, and sometimes it's pointless. Sometimes I will catch myself recording in portrait instead of landscape, and I'll just stop the recording and I'll start over again on there. But let's see. You guys, yesterday I was live and somebody hopped onto my live, and oh my gosh, they were like, it was like a hurricane. It came and left. They were saying like not nice things, but it was random. I just didn't know how to deal with it. Is this helpful to anybody so far? I know it's kind of boring, but
Already got a thumbs down.
it's okay. It's not for everybody. Thank you, Rishna. I'm glad. I know that there's different ways of doing it also, and everybody's different, right? If you have a vlogging camera, I think the process of you doing it is probably simpler because you just take out your memory card and you stick it into your laptop and voila, there's all of your images. However, for me, one, I don't have a, what is that called, Ryan?
Memory card reader?
Yeah, I don't have a memory card reader. The MacBook Air doesn't come with one. I have one that you can plug in, but I'm not trying to carry 16 things around. Yes, is that your clip? Is that your video clip? Is that your video and clips? Yes, it is. Those are my videos and clips.
Those are the clips.
In my video. No, those are the clips. Is that your video and clips? That's right. You're making me confused over there. Memory card reader. Thank you, husband. We have rice this day too? Like pick by pick? Yeah. That's why you're confused. So how, obviously you vlog, right, main reader? Main reader. I took memory card reader and main scratcher and I combined your guys' comment and name together. You do it from your phone. Oh wow. I feel like my phone is tiny. I mean, it's not tiny compared to my compared to like any other phone, but I like doing it from the laptop. And I can't use a regular mouse, you guys. I have to have a wireless, not necessarily a wireless mouse, but like I have to have a mouse. I record from my phone and then it goes on my cloud and I bring it back from the cloud. So right now I'm editing the 17th. Sometimes what I will do is I'll jump ahead. I'll record and edit all on my phone. I'm trying to learn how to edit. Well, man, this is really going to help you, I believe. I recorded many videos, but I have a hard time editing. Okay. Maybe this will help. What do you record with, main scratcher? Is this the day we went live? We were playing headbands? Okay, Google, what day was February 18th?
The 18th of February 2019 fell on a Monday.
I think we went live this day. And then sometimes I'll get on here, you guys, and I'll realize that I forgot to end the vlog. It's so frustrating, but I've actually been doing really good about it. Okay, so right here is the end of the 18th, because on the bottom right here you can see that I've started the 19th. So what I'm going to do is I will leave this here. My phone and iPhone. Okay, I do the iPhone also. I'm going to leave this here on iCloud. I'm going to go Control T and open another tab. And I'm going to go to Epidemic Sounds and leave that open. Just because sometimes what I will do is I'll insert music on here. So if I like, I'm planning on getting a G7. Okay, so that's not an Apple product, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's a Canon G7X. It's the main.
Oh, the vlogging camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually had the option of getting a new phone or getting a vlogging camera, and I got a new phone. So I think it, everybody's different. So I'm going to minimize this, you guys. I edit from Final Cut Pro. So that happens to be down here on my dock. I click on it. And it was the 18th that I was vlogging or editing. I went to Best Buy and I touched the G7 and I smelled it and I did everything you needed to do with it and I decided against it. And then we went to Apple and I was touching, smelling, and working with the phones and stuff and decided that. Okay, so I opened Final Cut and automatically what it did was it opened my last, is it the last one? Yeah. This is my very last vlog that I did, which I think Arishna just said that it was posted 15 hours ago. So obviously I want nothing to do with this one because this is done. So I'm going to do is I'm clicked on this, right? Versus like on my dock right here, I'm clicked on this. I'm going to go to File, New, and Library. Hey Brandon, welcome. So I'm gonna go to library. And I need a title for it. What I do is I call it the date of the actual vlog. So that's what that name will be. And then it already exists. Huh. Let's call it February 18th. Okay. That doesn't exist, I bet. I spelled it out. Okay, and then you also need a project name. So I'm gonna call this 18th, and I'm lazy, so earlier I just copied the word February so I wouldn't have to type it over again. So I did that, okay? And then voila, brand new, okay? My phone is an iPhone, okay. Happy eating. I'm learning a lot here. Thanks for teaching us the workflow. Thank you, Happy Eating. He's sitting on the couch. Happy Eating is my husband, you guys, sitting over there. I have to pull. I have to put all. Pull. Put all too. It's too late. Talk later.
Take care.
TC. Oh, TC. Talk later. Well, okay. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so now that I'm on here, I already have an introduction, so an intro and an outro created. I didn't make it, my husband made it. You're welcome, Rishna. I'm glad that you're benefiting from this. You already know this has been on my list of things to do for a while, and I figured I'm gonna edit today anyway, so why not? So I go to File. Remember, my hard drive is plugged in. That is why I can do this, okay? So I'm going to go to File, Import, Media. When I go into Media, this is still selected on my Final Cut library. I'm going to just scroll down, and it's called FAH Intro, FAH Outro. So those are the intros and the outros. Instead of going back to import all over again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Shift button. Since this is already highlighted, I'm going to take the Shift button, and I'm just going to hold it down, and I'm going to click on Outro. And then right here it says import selected. So I'll do that, and then voila, it does that.
Pro tip,
Yes, sir.
you can press the command button to select, like, maybe not all the same successive clips, because those clips just happen to be right next to each other,
Yeah.
so that's why the shift works.
Yeah.
But if you had one clip in between there that you didn't want to grab, you can press the command button and then click it, so just...
Did you guys hear Ryan? Hopefully. So then, my intro needs to come down here. What is this called? This is called my timeline, right? No, my left.
Those are your clips and that's your timeline on the bottom.
Yeah, this is my timeline, you guys. And these are my clips.
Storyline, really.
Storyline. The clips go up here. If they stay up here, you have no story. See? You have nothing. So what you have to do, you click on it. See how it kind of becomes yellow? Let me turn my volume down just a little bit. Okay. You take this and you put it here. Okay. And don't know if you guys can see or not, but the things right here are all orange and red. What that means is that, for me, how I see it is that it's going to blow your eardrums out. So you got to turn it down. But I'll show you what it sounds like without me turning it down. Or not show you. You guys listen to how it sounds without me turning it down, okay?
You turn the volume on your computer down.
Yeah. It just sounds like somebody's driving a 1992 Honda Civic with like subwoofers in the back with their music really loud. Is that a good explanation? So what I do here, the whole clip is selected. This is a volume sign right here. So I go click on that. And then right here it says 0.0, little lowercase d, uppercase B. I need this at a negative because I've actually already played with the volume and I already know that. So I have to go negative 3.0 and then I just push enter. And if you notice, as soon as you push enter, it is not red anymore, red and green or whatever, as high. So then, so it works for me. That's actually the only time I usually have to do the volume on here, unless the twins or Silas are screaming bloody murder, and then I see that same orange one. Okay, so now we've already got the pictures and the images and everything from iCloud. They are in my downloads, which is what they automatically go to. My downloads, I find that in my Finder on my Mac. I don't know where anybody else will find it, but I found it in my Finder. And right now it's just defaulted to Mac HD. So I go to downloads. And here they are. Unfortunately, I did not delete the clips from yesterday. So I've got to sort through this really quickly to see where yesterday ended and where today begins. Oh man, so this, I frustrate myself when I do that. Okay, where did yesterday's vlog end? We went to our friend's house and came home, 19. Okay. I'm so confused at the moment. Bear with me. I think this is yesterday's clip. Let's see together.
So I mentioned that I wasn't sure if I was going to end up.
Yeah, so that was yesterday. What is this?
Actually, you guys, that one.
That was a little bit of yesterday. What is this? Okay, this is the beginning.
We love 3-day weekends around here.
Okay, so this is where it begins, okay? Hi, Jessica. Welcome. I'm not teaching. I wouldn't call this teaching. I'm showing you guys how I edit. So, this is the first clip. So I'm going to take this clip and literally drag it to my timeline. And then the yellow is the beginning of it. This, I can move over here. So that's the beginning of it. So what I do is I just spacebar pushes play. You can also push play up here, but I've just gotten used to the spacebar, so I don't need to go here and start that because that's my intro. It's bulletproof. I've used it so many times. I know that it's perfect, or not perfect. I've got it to where I want it.
Complete.
It's complete. Okay, so I'm gonna push spacebar, and it's as soon as I push that, it's gonna start playing this clip.
We love 3-day weekends around here. As I said.
So I don't like the fact that it was awkward for a moment, and then Ryan turned his head. So we just take Ryan's head out of here. I'm kidding.
That's hard to do.
So I turned up the volume. So I'm gonna take that out because now he's already looking. If you see on here, if you take your 2 fingers and you go like this, like that, it makes your timeline longer and a little bit more detailed to be able to see. So this right here is bigger now, right? So watch. So I don't want that part on there, so I'm just I'm gonna delete it. Okay? Let's see where Ryan's head is now. There we go.
We love 3-day weekends around here. As I said. Everybody gets to watch. We started off with Let's Make a Deal, and then I joke around. And then after this is done, I know this is Let's Make a Deal. Let's make a deal about. Let's make a deal about making a deal. You do the dishes and laundry.
Okay. I don't know what happened here. Ryan starts talking when I start vlogging, and I get confused, so I just start talking. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna keep on here and what I'm not, but I need to hear the rest of the clip real quick.
Actually,
I gotta take out his coughing, you guys.
The boys love it.
Couldn't cough until later.
You guys say good morning, family at heart? Nobody wants to say good morning. Hi, Sai. We're excited for you guys to join us today on our adventure of we don't know what.
Okay, so that's the entire clip. This clip is 626. So I'm gonna play it over again and see what I can take out.
We love 3-day weekends around here. Hi, Sai Sai. Everybody gets to watch. We started off with Let's Make a Deal, and then hi, Jonah. And then hi, Jonah. And then after this is done, you know this is Let's Make a Deal.
Okay, so I'm taking all of that out.
Let's make a deal about. Let's make a deal about making a deal.
Taking that out.
You do the dishes and laundry.
You clean the garage.
I'll do the dishes and laundry. Actually, no. I'll supervise you to the garage. You gotta be careful what I say. It's gonna be on camera and you see it. So we're just.
Okay, so I took out all of that back talk, not back talk, like just basically that conversation because I try to keep my video at like a decent length and I try to be mindful of the viewers because I don't want them to get bored, right? So let's see where we're at now.
We love 3-day weekends around here. Hi, Sai Sai. Everybody gets to watch. We started off with Let's Make a Deal, and then hi, Jonah. We're all done with breakfast. I finished my coffee. Ryan's working on his still.
I'm actually gonna take,
We love 3-day weekends around here. Hi, Sai. Everybody gets to watch. We
I'm gonna
started
take that
off-
out too.
And then hi, Jonah. We're all done with breakfast. I finished my coffee. Ryan's working on his still. We're watching Let's Make a Deal, and then after that, it's gonna be The Price is Right. The boys love it when we get to do this. You guys say good morning, family at heart? Nobody wants to say good morning. Hi, Sai. We're excited for you guys to join us today on our adventure of we don't know what.
okay, that's pretty much what I've cut that down to. I don't remember how long the clip was and I wish that Ryan didn't cough in it, but you know what, that's natural, so that's fine. At least he didn't fart in this.
Give me a second.
Back to still. We're watching Let's Make a Deal, and then after that, it's gonna be The Price is Right.
I am gonna go on here. I command B and it like takes that chunk of it out. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a little bit for my viewers so that way their ears stay intact.
We're all done with breakfast. I finished my coffee. Ryan's working on his still. We're watching Let's Make a Deal, and then after that, it's gonna be The Price is Right.
So you guys see how it went down on the volume so your
When we get to do this.
ear wouldn't be hurting with this
You guys
cough.
say good morning, family at heart? Nobody wants to say good morning.
I am gonna put, and I always ask Ryan this, should I put the buzzer thing when I said, can you guys say good morning family at heart on there? That makes sense or no? Okay. So I just wanna show you guys how I do epidemic sounds on here. So then I will go back to my Safari. No, actually, you know what? I have that one on my thing already, on my downloads. I think it's called a buzzer. Some of my tones are on here. That's a kitchen timer. Sometimes I lose patience looking for these, so I just skip over the noises. Oh, God. It's called a game buzzer, I think. Yeah, so it's this one. What I'm gonna do, I had already downloaded it from Epidemic Sounds, so I'm just gonna drag it and I'm gonna put it in the bottom part of the timeline. And what I'm looking for is the time that I asked Silas to say, can you say good morning family at heart, and he didn't want to. So So I'm gonna turn the volume just down a little bit. Let's see if I can find that clip real quick.
Morning, family at heart. Morning at heart.
I think it was right here is where he said it. Okay, so I'll do that. So when you play this clip,
The boys love it when we get to do this. You guys say good morning, family at heart. Nobody wants to
okay, so you see how his head nodded and he did that at the same time? Okay,
We're excited for you guys to join us today on our adventure of we don't know what.
so I'm gonna push space bar, but you guys seen that when I pushed space bar, it stopped playing the video, but it takes me in the beginning of the timeline. You see that?
What?
And I push space bar to pause it and then it goes back. Well, I'm working towards the end of my video, I'm not going towards the front of my video. So what I do, so I'm not constantly going back and forth, because right now, if you go right here, I'm only 47 seconds into my video. If I'm like 12 minutes into my video, it's gonna go all the way up front again, and I have to drag it all the way back. So what I do is I'll click just on the last clip, and then I will right click, and then I will lift from storyline, and this is my storyline, and I'll click on that, and I'll make that just a little bit bigger. So when it ends, it won't end over there, or it won't go back over there, it'll end like, it gives me that much time, okay? And then what I'm gonna do obviously is put this back on my storyline. If whatever you're editing is not on your storyline, you won't hear it basically. Your storyline is where the magic happens, okay? Look.
Boys love it when we get
Oh no,
to
you'll hear it.
You guys say good morning, family at heart.
Why does it have to be on your storyline, right?
I don't edit on my storyline. That's
No,
just your
but
actual.
I'm saying, why does it have to go back down on your storyline?
It doesn't have to. It can.
Mhm.
Just to give you your start from point A to point B of how long your video is going to be, like when you post it to YouTube. So you could have a 25-minute storyline, but only 4 minutes of clips placed on the storyline, and it would just show a blank black screen.
So I lost where Silas says no, so I gotta go back through and find it because this hopped over here for some reason.
Nobody wants to say good morning.
It's more this way.
Family at heart.
Okay. So now I do, in order for me to go back to my downloads, I go Command Tab, and it opens the last screen that I was in. I used to do medical billing, so I'm just like really used to shortcuts and they make my life easier. So I'm gonna go back to Command Tab, and then I kind of remember where my last thingy was, and then there's names on here. 626 is this clip, which is this one. So then I just work up backwards. So I guess I don't have a 627 because in between them I take pictures. So I'm gonna skip right over to 628. And then I put it, Ryan edits up here, I drag it down here. So then here's that timeline. Does anybody have any questions of what I'm doing so far? Do you want me to go back and show you guys something else? Is this helpful? Should I just get off live and take a nap instead of doing this? Is this helping anybody at all?
Excuse me? I'm cuddling with him on the bed.
So Malachi was cuddling with me, and Silas asked me a question. You can tell when I start talking when the volume goes up a little bit.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna go space bar. I want that portion taken out, so I'm gonna do Command B, and then it kind of makes it 2 clips, and this is highlighted already. Since it's highlighted with the yellow around it, I'm just gonna delete it, and it disappears. And let's see.
I'm cuddling with him on the bed. You made it a cuddle bug. I have no idea. We probably can be stuck with the television. You made it a
bunch of stuff out.
Useless.
Okay, so I'm going to take the rest of that out, and then Alt is, I think it's on a regular computer, is Alt Tab, which on here is Command Tab. My next one is 54 seconds long, so I do the same thing. I go on here and I bring it down. I'm going to slide it this way so I don't really need to see the rest of that clip.
The kitten is trapped. The kitten is trapped.
So that's what I was talking about, how it's yellow, right? In a different color.
Trapped.
I'm just going to go over here and I call it blading. I think that's what it's called regardless. But I'm just going to blade that little section and I'm just going to turn the volume down for your eardrums. So you're welcome.
The kitten is trapped. Here, drink some milk, kitty. The kitty needs a tissue. Hi, kitty. Put your paws on me. Wow. Hi, kitty cat. I hate kittens. I don't like kitties. Hate's a strong word. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty cat. I hate kittens. Wow. Hi, kitty cat.
Okay. So I'm going to take out the Jonah talking part.
I don't like kitties. Hate's a strong word. Hi, kitty.
Take that out. I'm just going to browse through and see how long the kitty part is. So if you just hover over your timeline, you can kind of see what's going on without it playing all the way. So let's see what happens here.
This is a good kitty cat.
I think what I'm going to do is blade off the rest of this because I'm sure that nobody really wants to see 7 minutes of Silas pretending to be a cat.
Good kitty. This is a good kitty cat. Oh, good kitty.
Okay, so that's all I'm going to keep. I usually go back through and I take out more stuff from my blog or from that timeline, depending on how long the blog is, or depending on how long that video is before I post it. So that's that. And then I'm going to go get another clip. And basically, I'm just going to keep doing this. So right here is where it's going to start. And I don't want it to start there. I want it to start right next to the red. So what I'm going to do, and then I don't know if you guys can see or not, but it has a different symbol on there. Instead of like a cursor, that symbol is the blading symbol. I don't want that on there. I want it to be a cursor, which is the selection or selector symbol. So in order for you to change that, you go up here to that little arrow, the little mouse arrow looking thingy, and there's a down arrow. So you click on that and you do select. Right now it was called blade, so it was on blade, so I want to select, and that allows me to select wherever. So I'm just going to click right here, which is where I want to start playing the video from. And I'll push space bar to play it.
What you hear is Silas on the toilet seat yelling, hollering at someone. Who are you calling? He's calling Bobby. We don't have anybody in the family. Mommy? Are you calling Mommy? He's calling Bobby. He could be saying Pobby, which means sister-in-law. Goki? No, I think he's saying Pobby. Yeah. Like Sue and Bobby? Sue and Pobby? That means sister-in-law. That's my Pobby. Did he say Pobby? Yeah, so he's calling. Excuse me? Go get a tissue, side. Jonah. Thank you, son. Go get a tissue. Let's wipe your nose. So he's calling. Excuse me?
so I'm just gonna blade the rest of it there because I don't feel like I need that on here.
Thank you, son. Go get a tissue. Let's wipe your nose.
There's
He
one.
was hollering at somebody from the toilet seat. He always does that. Excuse me, you know where the tissue is? I've managed to make it upstairs to kind of fix this for the day. Yes, good job, son. No, you just need one. Because he's so busy this morning. You what? And he needs two tissues. Oh, cover your mouth. Cover your mouth. Morning. No, you just need one. Because he's so busy this morning.
So I'll just take all of that
You
out.
what? And he needs two tissues. Oh, cover your mouth. Cover your mouth.
Usually what I do is like if the kids are like coughing or not feeling well, I will edit all of that stuff out of there because I don't really want advice on my channel. So I just take out the coughing. I know my kid is sick. I have my own remedies for him. And I just make sure that he has what he needs. So I just will leave it out. So we can take out the coughing child on there.
Mommy. Go play. So,
Taking that out.
they're all playing together.
And the other way that you can take out a good chunk of it without playing the video over again is if it's highlighted, you click on it and then you drag it to kind of where you think you want it. And you can tell where you start talking because that little line right here with the volume, it goes up.
They're all playing together.
Okay, I pushed N instead of B and something happened. Okay, I'm gonna take that out.
They're all playing together. You got me a clean tissue also, just because he said he had a lot of boogers. So I managed to make it upstairs and put on some makeup and stuff and get ready for the day. My face is itchy because I was actually going to tell you guys about my face. Yesterday's video, you guys saw me like scratching my face like it was going out of style. So I woke up and it was like all poofy-ish looking, but it wasn't like nothing else happened to it. And what you see is just what you see. Like you can see little bumps and stuff. I don't know. This was already there. I don't know what that is. But it's still a little bit itchy.
I'm gonna take out some of that information on here.
But it wasn't like nothing else happened to it. And what you see is just what you see. Like you can see little bumps. Little bumps and stuff. I don't know. Oh, this was already
I'm just taking out chunks that I don't want on here.
there. I don't know what that is. But it's still a little bit itchy and I don't know why. Maybe it's allergies or something because I'm congested. And I refuse to get sick, so I decided that I was going to get up and get ready for the day, and that way I would have a good day and not be sick. It's all mental, you guys. It all is up here. So you get up and you get changed and you get dressed, and you know that you're going to have a good day. Guess what? You're going to have a good day. The kids are running around, doing their own thing. We have about, it's really bright over there. I can't see. I have a watch on. I'm not the time myself. Silas has about 10 more minutes until he's going to take nothing.
I'm gonna take all of that out.
Silas has about 10 more minutes until he's going to take a nap. His nap is usually at 11, but he's really enjoying his brothers. He's only had 3 meltdowns, so as we push his nap time a little bit further, he seems to like the next meltdown that he has, he's going to be, he just needs to go take a nap.
I'm taking all of that out because I don't even know what I was saying.
Silas has about 10 more minutes until he's going to take a nap. He's actually playing well with his brothers. He's about 20 minutes past his bedtime. So when he takes a nap, the twins kids are gonna have downtime that is not going to include screen time. So they're gonna do whatever they want to do for a little bit. And then after that, I don't know, Brian's actually working. He's doing a few things from home today. So he's working. Our house is like super clean from yesterday. So we don't have too much going on. Since the kids are entertained, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a few things from home also. I do go into the office tomorrow morning. But we'll see. I don't really know what's happening, but that's the update. My face is doing well, and that's really good to know. The kids are playing well, and Sassy's gonna take a nap soon.
I'm gonna take all of that out, you guys. I just don't feel like it was necessary to put that on there. Usually when I start vlogging for the day, I don't know how much footage I will have. I try to have enough footage for at least like a 10-minute video. Sometimes I have triple that, sometimes I have like quadruple that. Sometimes I don't have enough, so what I started to do, because then I have to throw away like a whole day of footage if it's like only 4 minutes of vlogging for the day. So I just try to put like as much information as I can on there, but it's so easy for me to be able to take it out. The more footage that I vlog, like the more content that I create per day, the longer it takes me to edit, because I have to literally listen to myself on repeat from like a week and a half ago and kind of, I don't know, like go through the footage and make sure that it's none. I just have to figure out if I'm going to keep it or not. So now we're ready for the next one. Oh gosh, this is a 3-minute one. Let's see.
So we're just playing the piano. Well, there's that piano over there, but now we're playing the keyboard over here because that's Sas's piano, but he wanted that thing. See that?
So this is actually the twins vlogging, and I started doing something different with this one. I think I put in, isn't it? And now a moment with the twins vlogging. Yeah, so I started doing that, but I gotta find it. I wonder if I have that still. Let me see. I don't think I have it. I'm not gonna spend that much time on it because it's a little bit confusing. So basically, the twins took my camera or my phone. I let them, and for them to be able to vlog. Let me see how much I'm gonna keep of it.
So we're just playing the piano. Well, there's that piano over there, but now we're playing the keyboard over here because that's Sas's piano, but he wanted that thing. See that? See that thing right there? That's what he wanted up there, so lots of stuff. And then he had to play this piano because we're playing these ones. Like this one right now. He's gonna play stop. You know, he can just like push that and then he could, you know. Then we're using this as like our piano. It's a lot of shoots and ladders. I don't know if you guys have this, but it's a really fun game. The ladders are being used in good deeds, and then so you go up, down, not down, down, and slide you go down because you did a bad deed. So let me give you a example.
I had no idea all of this was happening.
So, see, he's looking at cookies, and then we have to go, yes, and then he went down the slide, that big one, and then he broke it. And then see, then on 36, he did a good deed, and now he grew tall. Now, see, she's not being careful on 26 so she has to go down here. And then she falls onto 19, and then you have to move the square
Okay, so I'm gonna take out the rest of that. This is just a lot of music, and then I'll put another one on. Okay, so this is what I was gonna tell you guys. So this is where, when I was downloading all of my clips from iCloud, this one was recorded in portrait mode, and I want to make it landscape. So what I'm gonna do is it's selected already, versus this one is selected now, but I want this one selected. It's blue is how you know it's selected. Right click, and then you go to quick actions, and then the only option is to rotate left. So you rotate left, and if it's backwards, sideways, then what you do is you rotate left, left, left each time until you get it to where you want. I'm kind of questioning what that is though. Let me see. Let's go on here. Yeah, that actually helped. But let's see what it says. So see how the blading thing came on? You just go in here and then you go to select again.
So you have to stop that video.
I'm actually just gonna erase it because I have no idea what the twins were doing in that one. So 32's done. Here's 60. Here's 633. Let's see, that's Jonah again. I believe this is Jonah.
I have to stop that video. So oops. So now we're just doing this. So now we're just doing this. See? I'm playing the piano.
There's a lot of movement in this, you guys. And honestly, I don't know what Jonah was doing, so I'm going to take all of that out. It's just too much commotion going on for me. It's a lot of movement, and I really don't know. I don't see the benefit of putting it on there. It's hard for me to decide what I'm going to leave on there and what I'm not going to leave on there, especially if the twins are vlogging, because it's so cute when they vlog, but I can't keep everything that's cute.
Because he really wants to be recorded, I think. Here he is. Hey, come back here now! He's like that step baby! He's right there! You see him? He's hiding right there. You know, if you can't, if he thinks he's hiding his face. Oh, oops. If he's hiding his face, he thinks he can't be seen. So, okay, there's.
Okay, so he's going downstairs. It's really wobbly, so I'm going to take that out also.
See right there? I know where. See right there?
He's going to get his head stuck in there.
Hey, where is he? Right there? Is his head? He's sticking it through. So, that's what we're pretty much doing.
Okay, I'm going to take that all out and see what happens here. This is what happens when you give the kids a phone to vlog with. And of course they both had to have a turn, so it took a little longer, right? Okay, so the next clip, where did it go? So we know that he's counting, so I'm going to take out that much until he gets to whatever, and then I'm going to take out that chunk also. So he was counting, and then supposedly he said, "Ready or not, here I come." Obviously they're playing hide and go seek. I bladed off. I started off with 1, 2, and then I think it went to 7, 8 because we all know what numbers come after that. So I took out that portion of it just to keep it at a certain length. So going back to select.
So the boys are playing hide and go seek. I didn't put silent. So
Take out the so. My words that I use often are anyways, so, and so I take those out as much as I can.
the boys are playing hide and go seek. I didn't put silence down yet. It's 11:40, and where's the boy? The boys?
I'm gonna take back a little bit of that.
Where's the boys? I don't know where they are. They're playing hide and go seek. It wouldn't be hide and go seek if I told you where they were. Where is them? Where are they? Where are they? I don't know. But they're playing hide and go seek, and he always calls them and asks them where they are. And then he always asks other people to help. Look around. I'm not gonna help you. I'm not playing. It's not fair. Jonah was like in broad daylight. Oh, I'm sorry about that, you guys. It was really loud. But that's funny. They always play hide and go seek, and they actually take turns, so it's not like Jonah's always hiding, or Silas is always hiding, or Malachi's always hiding. They'll, the first person they find, so they actually play the way that you're supposed to play. The first person they find has to count the next time, so it's kind of cute and fun. And I think the twins love that Silas is old enough to be able to play with them too, so that's what they turned this morning into. I really like when the twins are home from school because Silas gets to enjoy them, especially now that he's a little bit older. He does go like a little bit crazy at home because there's limited things for him to do. So it's a good thing that they're enjoying each other.
Okay, so I kind of like that clip. There wasn't too much to edit. I wonder what I'm up to in this one. I'm gonna take some of them. Hi Patsy, how are you? I'm gonna take some of it out. Keep that. I'm gonna take that much of it out. Take that out. That out. So that little clip, by taking out chunks of it. Good, I'm glad you're having a good day so far. I'm showing everybody how to edit. I think that's what the name of this is, or how I edit, not how to edit. Oh my gosh. It's so windy outside, you guys. So by taking out those chunks of it, I'll show you what this clip looks like. It's kind of interesting to see that happening. Okay. Or not. I think it's not sitting in a good spot. Oh yeah, here we go. This is where, that's what's playing and we don't want that playing. So we'll put it here and then we go up here, make it bigger. See what happened? Chunks of it comes out.
Home because there's limited things for him to do. So it's a good thing that they're enjoying each other.
So just a way to show that you can take out chunks of a lot of things, like you screaming at your children. What I noticed here is that was clips 37 and this is clip 36. So I need 36 put in before 37. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag 36 down here and kind of like wiggle it in here. What you want to do is you want to make sure that it's before I don't want to replace it. If you put it over there, it's going to replace it. You want to make sure that it's after 35 but before 37, so you can tell that everything else is scooted down, and then you just let go of it, and then you'll go in here and then you'll see the washer and dryer one is the last one. So I gotta go back and edit 35, or I'm sorry, 36. I'm doing good, trying to stay warm. It's 34 and it feels like 11. I feel like I'm cold, but it is 69 degrees in the house, and outside is, what temperature is it outside today, you think, babe? Outside, it doesn't have outside on there.
Okay, Google, what's the temperature?
I could have been that.
In Modesto right now, it's 54.
Yeah, Patsy, outside it's 54 degrees. Gosh, I may as well go sit outside. It's 69 degrees in here. No, I'm kidding. Ryan likes it cooler than I do.
Earlier, I brought down a basket of clothes that are dirty to be able to wash. So, glad I did that because it kind of slipped my mind that I needed to do laundry. By the way, you guys, our walls are not pink. I don't know why it looks pink when the light comes on. It's weird. It's not pink. See? Changed. This wall is blue. It's monsters not see it on yesterday. This wall is blue. That wall is like a camel color. I do laundry. This is actually Silas's laundry. We kind of have to keep up on it because he goes through his underwears. So I'm gonna get this figured out. I'm going to get this thing.
Okay. I'm sure you guys want to see a laundry basket full of dirty clothes, so I'm going to edit out a lot of this stuff.
I do laundry. This is actually Silas's laundry. We kind of have to keep up on it because he goes through his underwears.
And then I'm going to take out all of that stuff. I don't need to, you guys don't need to see me.
And hopefully it's put away today too.
That hope and dream never happened because I said hopefully it gets put away too. Today too. It didn't happen. I think this was taking place on the 18th and today is March 5th. The laundry still isn't put away. However, it is dried. Since some of the warm weather, my way to Virginia, tell Hubby I said hi. Patsy, it's not warm here. It's freezing. I'm dramatic, but I'll calm down. You can have our warm weather, and I'll take like 97 degree weather. Good deal? Okay. Patsy says hi.
Hi, Patsy.
Ryan's sitting on the couch. He's working. So we're now on to clip 38.
They asked if they could have a piece of gum. And they always offer me one too. And they actually disappeared for quite some time after he asked me if I could have a piece of gum. If he could have a piece of gum. So I came back with one. And I forgot that I had said yes, I wanted one. Back to my laundry, you guys. So I use Downy Unstoppables on my. I use Downy Unstoppables on my laundry, you guys. So I use Downy Unstoppables on my. I use Downy Unstoppables. I use Downy Unstoppables in my load of laundry, like the dirty laundry. I'll throw like that much in there. And then I also do fabric softener. And then I get the pods that I throw in there also. And another thing that I do, where the bleach is supposed to go, I put in vinegar. And it just, the clothes, they smell so fresh. I don't know, you guys should try it. If you don't already put vinegar in your loads of laundry, you should try it. Originally, I used to only do that to my towels because it freshens them up and smells so good.
But I just was like, you know what? I have boys. They're stinky. So I started doing it to their clothes, and then next thing you know, I started doing it to Ryan's clothes, and then my clothes, and Silas's clothes. So everybody gets a splash of vinegar in theirs. Actually, it really, really, really freshens up your clothes. Hi, Papa. Excuse me? How long did Papa say you have to read for? Do another 5 minutes. At 12:45, you can be done. They've been asked to read. No, I'll tell you. They've been asked to read. They've been asked to read. No, I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you. Today they don't have any school, but we actually have them read anyway. So they're getting their reading done only because Silas did go down for a nap, and they really needed to keep quiet as he was falling asleep. Here we're gonna have lunch soon. They eat lunch closer to 1 o'clock, especially when they're home. I don't know what time they eat lunch at school. I want to say it's like noon 30 or something like that. But when they're at home, they eat lunch closer to 1. So we're gonna have lunch. Hopefully, all of us are gonna have lunch together because I become like a hungry, starving animal come like 4 o'clock because I've been skipping out on lunch. Because I know that I look great today. Like not great, but I know I look decent today, but I don't feel decent. My head is throbbing, like this part of my head is killing me, and then I can't breathe out of one nostril. I just want to crawl in a ball and go to sleep and wake up in like 2 years, but like 2 years, but that means those ones are reading also.
Okay, so I took out a big chunk of that. So far the video is 12 minutes long. And how far into it am I? Let me see. I have double that amount to go. So I have a lot of work to do. It's 1:44 right now. I don't remember. Oh, this should tell me. How long have I been on here for? It should tell you.
It doesn't. It only doesn't.
Oh, I started at 12:31. That's when I got my first comment. So 12:31. Over an hour. A little bit over an hour. And I got 12 minutes of my video edited, you guys. So it really is, it's a commitment to be able to do this. Not only do you have to like record daily, you also have to, you know, sit there and edit things out, add things in. I haven't but put in one little thing with the little game buzzer noise thingy. That's the only thing that I put in so far as noise goes. But like if you guys see my Dollar Tree haul that I did, the box swap with somebody, if you look at that video, there's so much more like noises and sounds and like effects and stuff like that on that video. So even though that one was small, that one took longer to edit than any other one that I usually do, just because of all of those extra things on there. So it's just, you know, each one is different. What do you guys think so far? Is this helpful? Is this informative? I'm going to reply to some of these things. See, I had to take this 97-degree weather too, Patsy. This is insane. Like, I feel so trapped in the house. I really do. I'll take the 90s instead of the cold. I hear you. Patsy, positive vibes, let me just go back up here and answer my own question. I was going to ask you what you use, and I think that you said that you use your phone. I can't tell who's on the chat still. Oh, that was weird. Did you guys see that? Somebody else's video popped up. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a good way to go. I'll have to bring the iPad out next time and go through the comments on the iPad versus trying to read them off of there, because you guys see the trouble that I go through, like your messages disappear. I don't know if there's a delay on it or not, but I really like this option. However, this is at 12% right now. which is fine. It's not going to go away. Okay, so back to this. So I'm at 38. Can you guys see the screen okay? Should I pull it closer? Currently my phone is on a tripod. Okay, so 38. I don't think I have 39. Positive vibes. I'm glad you like it so far. Just feel like I'm talking a lot. What happened?
I'm editing the website and
Oh. Brian went. I was trying to figure out what he was about. Is that a word? I don't think I have a clip 39 or 40 or 41 or 42. Oh wait, I have a 42. So I try to keep them in order. Silas is going somewhere. You can see he's running. What's happening here? Okay, I really don't know what that clip was about, but maybe this next clip will tell me what that's about. You guys, sometimes he takes off, like if the twins are playing with something, he'll go over there and he'll grab it really quickly, like he'll snatch it from them and he'll take off and then they have to go chase him. We call him mean baby. No, we call him bad baby.
that's not one of his nicknames though.
Ryan said that's not one of his nicknames though. So don't be going over there on Instagram and trying to put that in as an answer, okay? Because that's not the right answer. I think I'm gonna take out Silas running. The reason why I'm gonna take him out running is because it doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I put that on here. So let's go back and review this really quickly, okay? So here I am talking like I usually do.
Reading them only because Silas did go down for a nap, and they really needed to keep quiet as he was falling asleep. Here we're gonna have lunch soon. They eat lunch closer to 1 o'clock, especially when they're home. I don't know what time they eat lunch at school. I want to say it's like noon 30 or something like that. I know that I look great today, like not great, but I know I look decent today, but I don't feel decent. My head is throbbing, like this part of my head is killing me, and then I can't breathe out of one nostril. I just want to crawl in a ball and go to sleep and wake up in like 2 years, but
You see what I mean? I'm gonna take that out because of him running. It's cute that he's running, but Lord knows what he's doing. I think he's just running in circles because his brothers are playing with the piano, so he has nothing to do. So that clip got taken out, 43, so now we're at 44. Dragging that 44 to my timeline. And I just moved this, like I was telling you earlier, this portion of it, I'll just move it because I don't need to go backwards and edit all of that. I just like being able to see when that little clip is going to be ending. So I go here, spacebar is going to get me to start the video again, or that clip. It's going to play it. I'm going to take that out. Only if I remember correctly, I think I catch Jonah singing on another one, but I feel like there's been enough piano in this vlog from earlier, so I'm just going to take that out.
why don't you get a car and drive it on there? In your toy box.
He's gonna go get a car. He's gonna drive it on there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that footage yet. I might leave it on there, but I don't. Sometimes I really don't know how to review it before I post it to make sure it makes sense.
Playing a little car. Let's see, guys, I can help you find that on cars. He was singing so
So I had a feeling I did get Jonah recording really well, or singing really well. So I'm glad I took that last one out.
Your bell is singing so sweet. Say you're so sweet, Maria.
Okay, there is Jonah Piano's on over here for me now. Oh, that looks heavenly. Alright, Silas needs help.
Your bell is singing so sweet. Say you're so sweet, Maria.
Okay, there is Jonah Piano's on over here for me now. Oh, that looks heavenly. I just take out chunks of it. So you guys saw that whole clip and what that sounded like. And let me show you what it sounds like with chunks of it taken out, okay? So it's gonna go with like this much of the last one, and then the next one's gonna go.
Your bell is singing so sweet.
Okay, there is Jonah Piano's on over here for me now. Oh, that looks heavenly. So you can kind of see how I cut like chunks of the middle out, but it continues to be somewhat in the same background.
I came upstairs to put away a load of laundry. And guess what Jonah's still doing?
Well, I don't know where that's going, but apparently when I was recording I had a method. So let's look at the next clip. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do is I think I want to slow-mo Silas coming down from right here, just to be able to show you. I'm not sure that I'm going to keep it with him slow-mo, but let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video, and wherever I want the slow-mo to begin, I'm going to go Command B, and then it's going to continue to play, and wherever I want the slow-mo to end, I'm going to go Command B again. Now, something to keep in mind, this isn't obvious, but something to keep in mind is when you slow-mo it, the length of your video is longer, because now it's not taking that fast for your hands to get from here to there. It's going to take that long for your hands to get from here to there. So it's always something to remember. So what I try to do is I try to keep the slow-mo as little as possible, just so it's, doesn't make the length of the video too much longer. Okay, so let's see. Okay. So that object was sitting there, so I'm going to blade that. Okay, so I'm going to take the volume out of here. Makes a difference if you export at 30 frames per second versus 60 frames. Why can't I say that? Frames. So then you see the yellow on there, right? Can you? Can you see the yellow?
Let me see. It's kind of hard to see.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Okay. Brian's working, but he like jumps on here on his other device and is helping me. So you guys see the little, I guess that would be a clock, right? You click on that where it says slow. Let's just try 25 and see what 25 does. It's in the it's in the middle. So you click on that. It makes it longer, like I was saying. And let's just see what it sounds like. And I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I turned the volume down on it. I went right here. I clicked on it where it says 12.0. I went all the way down. So now that spot has no volume whatsoever. Because if I left the volume, well, let's just hear it really quickly. If I leave the volume on, this is what it sounds like. Jonah singing Silent Night in slow motion. Who knew? So, volume's down. Let's see if this is how long I want the clip to be. Okay, that's too slow. So what I'll do is I'll take this clip and I'll bring it in more. This is another way of blading it. Let's see how this looks. Okay, and then I'll bring it in here. As soon as he comes down, I think I'm going to scoot it in. That was kind of cute. I'll keep that on there, but I do want some form of music on there, just because it goes from music to nothing, right? So what I'll do is I'll go to my sounds, which I already have, and I think it's called Slow Roast. I kind of remember the names. I have a weird memory, you guys, but I remember like sounds and noises in my noggin. Chasing, continuous slide, clown, bouncing. So these ones with the little iTunes symbol on them, the music iTunes with the music note on it, those are my sounds that I paid for. They're from Epidemic Sounds. I was right, it's called Slow Roast. So what I'll do is I'll bring it here into the bottom of my timeline. And I already know what it sounds like, but in case you don't, you can always play it on there, on wherever it is at that moment, or you can play it on here, but listen to how it sounds. Actually, I don't want this one. I have another one. I think it's My Little Turtle. Let's try this one. It kind of has to play on the slow motion in order for it to make sense. Let's see. Yeah. How long it is? Let me reply to her. I can't even type.
The boys are getting out of school soon.
I know. Thank you. I will bring them someday. Okay. So My Little Turtle was 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. Ryan suggested that I should put my phone on airplane mode and my laptop on airplane mode so the text messages wouldn't come through, but I really already knew that to me, so. Okay. 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. I don't want all of that on there because what happens is, like, this is where this clip is with the slow motion. You see the song is going all the way, or the music is going all the way over here. So what I'm going to do is, because it's highlighted yellow already, I'm just gonna go Command B, which is blading it, and now that part is selected. I don't want to delete that part, I want to delete this part on the right, so I'm going to click on the right side and delete all of it there. Now the other thing you want to do, this is totally an option, and I actually just recently started doing this to my blogs or to my videos. If you listen on here, this is how this ends, right? It abruptly ends. The little sound, it comes to an abrupt end. Listen. So you see how it ended? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this just a little bit longer. And then if you hover over like the middle of that sound thing, you will get something that looks like two arrows, like one going this way and one going that way. It's a fade audio. I'm not going to fade out. I'm going to fade in. So I'm going to pull it in just a little bit. And it draws like a weird angle in black over it. So then you click on it and then you pull it back into where your clip up here is. And then now listen to what it does to the music. So it doesn't abruptly end. It kind of fades in and fades out. So keeping it at that, and then see what Silas is doing now. Oops. I'm going to fast forward probably from here. Do this, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to fast forward it, but I don't know where I want the fast forward to end, so let me see. Probably right here. I'm going to fast forward it to 4. And because I made them into 2 clips, I'm going to fast forward it to 4 here also. And turn the volume down. And I'm going to use Hurry Up now as my tone. But I want it to start at a certain spot. I don't like the beginning of it. See? So, compose this here. I'm going to blade it until that yellow line. Take that all out. And then let's just play this from right here, okay? Okay, I don't want the fast forward on there, so I'm going to completely take that clip out and that out. So it's going to go from the slow motion. I feel like there's too much music going on conclusions as you go. I'm going to take this out. This might make a little bit of jerking noise over here for just a second, you guys. This bad baby's at 5%.
Bad baby.
Bad baby. He's at 5%. Brian's gonna yell at me probably over the way I'm probing this.
Can you just flip it?
Oh yeah, huh? Yes. Okay, and then, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm good to stand up. This bad baby is at 11%. Okay. Voila. We're on the go. We're on the run again. Oh wow, I'm already sitting down, and I'm not here yet though. That's weird. Okay, so that was clip 649. Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay, 650.
There's 2 loads of laundry of the boys that needs to be put away. And if you ask me, it's too many. It's just not good, you guys. Just my head. Just my head is pounding. My head is pounding. Perhaps it's pounding even more after looking at this laundry that needs to be done. I don't know. There's 2 loads of laundry that needs to be put out. There's 2. I don't know. There's 2 loads of laundry that needs to be put out.
Oh my gosh, give me some.
At this laundry that needs to be done. I don't know. Put out. There's 2 loads of laundry of the boys that needs to be put away. And if you ask me, it's too many. Ooh.
So sometimes when I'm vlogging for like the day and I find my like mouth talking then faster than my brain, I'll just repeat what I said because it just makes it easier for me to not have to focus so much on the editing. So that's what I did in this one, and you guys can see that it really helps me just edit that clip super fast.
So their laundry is put away. I try to make their bed, but my back is killing me, so I can't really bend down. I'm trying to fix that part of it. There's no laundry in sight, except the PJs they're gonna wear to bed tonight, and then dirty laundry basket that's already started. I feel very successful, you guys. Looks good in here. And then I put their 2 pillows, the random pillows that they have. We put those in there. Their clothes are hung up, ready for the school week, and then something happened to this closet. I tried to fix it, and then I gave up. It actually takes Ryan 2 seconds to fix, so I'll leave that there for him to deal with.
Okay. So that one was an easy clip. I didn't have too much editing to do. Let's see what happened. My hair's still in a bun here.
Our garage was needing some attention, so Ryan has been out there working on the garage, like literally for a very long time now. Actually, pretty much half of the morning, and it's almost 5:30, and he's still out there. So that just says the garage was a big mess, that he's actually like organizing things while he's putting it away also. He asked if I could help, and I was just honest with him. I don't do the cold, so I was like, nope. He asked if I could help, and I was just honest with him. I don't do the cold, so I was like, nope. He's solo. I'm in charge of dinner. Today we're having Indian food for dinner.
Okay. That one's done. My vlog is now at 14 minutes and 50 seconds. So pretty much 15 minutes. I have to keep that in mind.
Malachi and Silas were having a very rough evening, so I gave Malachi a goal. His goal is to try to get along with his brother. So far, it's going well. He was able to just be in the middle with him. I just feel like every time, like I need to cook, Ryan is busy or doing something, I feel like just a little bit more challenges that we want to deal with. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. So they're all getting along. Jonah's actually notice that every time we have trouble with Malachi, or not that we have trouble with Malachi often or anything like that, but I feel like anytime I have trouble with one of the kids, Jonah especially will jump in and help a lot more than anything. So he offered to read Silas a book, and Silas ran over there with delight. So he's being entertained. Malachi's been asked to clean up the living room, kitchen, everywhere that you could possibly think we would have Legos. So he's doing that, and he's putting everything back where they go. Ryan's going to be coming in from the garage very shortly. Ryan's going to be coming in from the garage very
So you guys see what I did? I started repeating myself right after I said something just because I've edited, I want to say, for long enough for me to know that it would be harder for me to like blade out that portion of it because I started mumbling or slurring my words. So now I'm just going to blade out an entire sentence and then just put in the other sentence on it.
Thinking we have Legos. So he's doing that and he's putting everything back where they go. Ryan's gonna be coming back very shortly. Ryan's gonna be
See, so that entire clip right there is just gonna be gone.
Ryan's gonna be coming in from the garage very shortly, just in time for dinner, and then he'll be able to. He's gonna be pretty tired because he's been at it for a very long time. So it'll be nice for him to come into a house that's cleaned up. You can pour those back in there. We've seen a lot. He's been at it for a very long time. So it'll be nice for him to come into a house that's cleaned up. You can pour those.
Take that out. Because the kids are always talking to me, and I try not to let like my blogging get in the way of being a parent. So I won't stop. I won't look at my phone. I'll just answer them while I'm recording still.
So Malachi here is pouring. You guys pour it on him, right?
I already know
Put those Cheez-Its away, Joe.
that I'm not going to use that clip because it was literally Malachi pouring Cheez-Its back in there. Like I was telling you guys earlier, sometimes I try to have extra footage just because I don't know how much I've already recorded. I don't go backwards to look. So I took all of that out.
Okay, guys. I just randomly decided that I'm just gonna do a really simple cooking video of Indian food. This is like the simplest meal ever. So watch me, okay? I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm just gonna briefly go through the process of it, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching it. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing what you guys think of it, okay? Wish me luck.
I don't know. What did I cook that day? Was it? Okay, that was, I lost one. 56. Okay, 56 is right here. I'm just gonna delete this one because it's up there still. I gotta put 56 in first. I'm actually not gonna put this on here, I don't think.
And here I have some vegetable oil.
Let me see. Yeah, I have a lot of footage still, you guys, so I'm not gonna do, so I recorded this, but I'm gonna take that out. What I might do is just use like a vlog or something. So I'm not gonna do the Indian food. What is this? You can double.
I stayed pretty close to this just to make sure that it wasn't getting burnt.
So that has to do with my cooking. Let me see this. So I'm not gonna use that either.
Oh, you guys, I was cleaning up the rest of the kitchen, and I forgot to mention that you put salt in there also to your taste. So depending on how much, if you like good salt.
Yeah, that has to do with the cooking, so I'm not gonna use that.
Dinner was delicious, you guys. We have another rule in the family. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm gonna tell you really quickly. They all
Okay. So this doesn't have to do with dinner. It was after dinner, so I'm gonna use it.
Dinner was delicious, you guys. We have another rule in the family. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm gonna tell you really quickly. They all have to be dismissed from the dinner table. If they are not dismissed, they may not get down. So they hang out. We eat together as a family. We talk and we do what we do. Ask how our day went and all of that stuff. So they hang out there until they're all dismissed, and then usually after dinner they go do whatever they want. So this is cute. Watch, you guys.
Okay. I gotta go bring selector back.
Sit up. Are you done, Silas? Okay. You may get down, all three of you. Thank you. And then let's go wash your face, Isai. He has food. Oh, I get a hug? Oh, it's more like. Thank you. Oh, I get a hug?
I'm just gonna take that out because you can't even see the hug. So 63, Let's see what 64 holds.
We also had dessert. So Malachi and Jonah, they helped me with. Let me show your face. Let me show everybody your cute down face. We also had dessert. So Malachi and Jonah, they helped me with they helped me put my jewelry and stuff away the other day. And because of them helping me, it was something they didn't have to do. But because they helped me, they got to pick out like a snack of their choice. And Malachi picked out mint Oreos, which he actually shared with everybody for dessert today. Can you tell? Mint Oreo? Delicious. Wash them off.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that out.
Say, do I look handsome?
So the neat thing about this is that I can take out like parts of my vlog before I ask the kids to say something. So it's kind of neat to see this. I gotta go back to my selector. Okay. I'll go all the way over here. And you won't hear me ask him that.
Say, do I look handsome?
It just looks like Silas asked that.
Well, they're not going to answer you today. They're going to answer you when mommy posts this. He's like waiting for a response back. So you figured he'd yell? And he swears that we had some, and he didn't find it. So now, 3/4 of my refrigerator is not in my refrigerator. Our refrigerator.
Okay, so Ryan was looking for pickles. So let's see.
So, with Indian food, he really. Ryan's going to the.
That out with I was screaming and then he gets down and he goes.
Ryan's going to the refrigerator. So, refrigerator is actually on a mission.
So I said that twice so I can take out one entire chunk of it.
He's actually on a mission. So, he's actually on a mission.
So I said so and then I cleared my throat, so I'm taking that out. Taking that out.
With Indian food, he really likes this thing. It's basically a pickle. It's called achar. And he swears that we had some, and he didn't find it. So now, 3/4 of my refrigerator is not in my refrigerator.
I feel like I'm talking too slow and it's going to blade out chunks of the spaces that are in there just because I sound really boring to me and I would think that my subscribers would be bored watching it also. So I'm going to take out chunks of it. But I got to make this a little bit bigger. The clips, like the spaces between it, because I'm looking for dead spots on there, like no volume. So that's me not talking, so I'll take that out.
He's actually on a mission. With Indian.
Are you gonna stay live when the boys get home?
Probably not.
With Indian food, he really likes this thing. It's basically a pickle. It's called achar. And
I'll take that out.
he swears that we had some. And he didn't find it. So now, 3/4 of my refrigerator is not in my refrigerator. Our refrigerator is not in our refrigerator. It's out. He's on a mission. I wish you luck.
Okay, so I took that out, so it'll be a little bit faster. I'm not going to go backwards and show you guys that. I'm looking forward to you guys seeing the actual vlog. Because I do have to go get we don't have to go get them, but the twins are coming home soon. take out all of that.
Oh my goodness, he found it. Woo! I'll eat it. Oh no, there's no rice left. Actually, yeah, I want it. Oh, yep. Oh my goodness, he found it. He found it. He found it. Woo!
Okay, so took out all that chunk of it. So that's 66, 67.
You're putting what out of the border? Are you serious? Silas, why don't you go potty, please? You don't need to go potty? Okay, you don't have a diaper on. You know that, right? Silas, you know you don't have a diaper on. Excuse me, mommy? You don't have a diaper on. Okay?
I'm gonna take all of this out, you guys, only because my vlog at the moment is already 18 minutes long. Oh, let's see.
In my hands, I have 226. 1, 2. No pointing at you. They are now confiscated. Why is mommy taking them? Oh, you don't remember? Why are they taken? No, I wasn't expecting that reaction, but they were taken away from him because he popped his brother with it.
Okay, I'm not gonna add that on there. Just because I don't want to mess with the volumes and stuff.
What are you sorry for? Tell him again. What are you sorry for? Jonah, acknowledge your brother is apologizing.
Sorry for what?
What are you sorry?
Why? Why are you sorry for me?
Because that has to do with the last clip when he popped him with the pointer. Since that's missing, that can be on here. Let me see.
Over here?
So Silas has picked a book that we've read at least 872 times. He loves this book. It's the Book of Animals. I just know all of the animals. The neat thing about this though is that he's learning them into like. So I guess we can read it twice as much. Is that that works?
What's this road?
What is that? We saw those in San Francisco, Baba. What are they?
I don't know.
That's his generic answer. Am I tickling you? What's your book, darling?
Okay, so take that out. Keep that in there. Take that out. What were the boys doing this one?
Clean up?
No.
Oh.
This
All right,
is
boys. Good job cleaning up.
after
Thank
we
you.
had gone live.
Malachi, will you push those Lego chair or Lego thingies under the table, please? Where?
I'll take that out. Let's see, I wonder what this one's about.
Where are you hiding from? Let's go upstairs, Baba.
Okay. I'll keep a little bit of this on here.
Where are you hiding from?
Gotta go to selector again because it wants to like cut things.
Where are you hiding from? It's not even looking for you though.
Ryan was cracking one of the kids' backs. I'm gonna take that out.
Running from I don't really know who. Let's go upstairs, Baba.
I'll take that out and that out. I told him to go upstairs, so he's already headed that way. And then here is me ending the vlog, I believe.
We just got done going live on YouTube. I was gonna I was gonna say Instagram, but it was not Instagram. We were just live on Instagram, and now we're about 15 minutes behind bedtime, but that's okay because today the twins didn't have school. YouTube. I was gonna say Instagram, but it was not Instagram. We were just live on Instagram.
I still said Instagram. Take that all out because I'm like running my mouth and not even thinking.
And now we're about 15 minutes behind bedtime, but that's okay because today the twins didn't have school, so they woke up a little bit later. Oh yeah, that was earlier. Thank you for telling me. Silas wanted me to know that the boys broke their closet. Yeah, but Papa's gonna fix it. Is Papa fixing it? Yes. Okay, let's go put him to bed. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video here. I haven't felt well all day. I know you probably can't tell because it's there still. My head is throbbing. I'm gonna take some medicine and call it a night. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like, follow me on Instagram, RosalindXX22. Good night everyone. Thanks for watching.
I am gonna put on here my Instagram because Ryan actually went on Photoshop and he did something for me on there, so it makes it easier. So I'll drag this down here. This is actually pretty interesting. I may have Ryan grab the boys so I can show you guys this really quickly because I'm actually done with my video. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my Instagram thing on as I'm talking. I want it to pop up. So let's find out where I say if you don't follow me on Instagram real quick.
Tonight. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like, follow me on Instagram, RosalindXX22.
So I kind of watched where I was starting to say my screen name, and I think it's there. So let's see.
Instagram, RosalindXX22.
Perfect. So what I also want to do now is I want to make it smaller. So you see how this is selected? I'm going to go to select all. I'm sorry, scale all, which is right here. I'm going to make it smaller. So positive is bigger, negative is smaller. I'm going to go smaller, smaller. And I'm probably going to put it right here. So these are quadrants, right? I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going back to junior high. Right? Junior high is that? Anyway, I'm
Quadrants, yeah.
So my X quadrant, I want it to be, let's see what happens when I do 500. Okay, we want to go the opposite way. So we want to do zeros in the middle. So my Y quadrant, let's do 500 that way. So we went up. I'm not really good at this. I'm sure that other people are. Let's do negative 500. Okay, so it's kind of where I want it to be. But let's do negative 600. Negative 650. So you see how I'm playing with these numbers, you guys? And now I want it down here. So I'm going to do negative 600. That's too much. So negative 550. Negative 450. See how I'm playing with it? Let's try negative 350. Negative 325. Okay. But see, the thing of it is that it's white and you can't see it. So negative 250. I want it to negative. There we go. You can see it now.
And Instagram, RosalindXX22. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. XX22.
I'm going to have it stop there. So when I'm done saying it, it's going to disappear also. And then there's this tone that I'm looking for. It's called champagne, something about a champagne, which I already have in my downloads. So I'm going to go in here. It's called champagne cork. As soon as I say that, I want that cork noise to pop up. So I drop that in here.
RosalindXX22. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.
I'm going to delete that after I say thanks for watching because I make a funny face. I'll take that out. And then you guys remember earlier when I had done my intro, in my introduction and my outro, outro, it's still up here. So there's, oh, it's actually down. Where is it? Right here, outro. I'm going to drop it in here. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that one that I lifted from the storyline is all taken out because that's all a part of your timeline. And my outro is a little bit long, so what I do is I just go on here and I close it. And then I have whole videos here now. You can see that it's 20 minutes and 34 seconds long, including my introduction and my outro, and it's taken me to finish this at 2:34, and I gotta get the kids at 2:35. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you, Teresa. Hello, welcome. You just got off the bus from school. I'm so glad that you joined us. I was showing everybody how I edit, so it took me 2 hours to do this. I want nothing more to be able to get the boys from school. So I'm going to end it here, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. I got to do final touches on these, so you won't be able to see this posted until later. I just want to go back and maybe take some things out and put some things back in. Maybe not put it in. Maybe take it out to not make it as long as 20 minutes. And if I can add more sound effects to it, make sure the volumes are all right, and then find a title for it. I don't have a title. If you guys have suggestions for titles, now since my Instagram is on there, shoot me a suggestion for what I should call it. All right, guys, that is all for today.